Hey y'all, happy Monday. So, we are going to dig in this week. And, I mentioned that when I was praying about the year and where we go and what we do first, I was not torn between, but I really thought about doing Psalm 1. But this hope of promise really just stuck out, and I couldn't get past that. But we are going to do like a mini Psalm 1 or talk about a little bit of Psalm 1 this week. Because we've been talking about focusing on the word, setting aside all of the distractions and getting the word in front of our face. Because as we read in Romans, Paul said about Abraham, moreover, so more importantly, in view of the promise of God, Abraham didn't waver in faith. And so for us to be able to stand firm on the promise, it has to be what is in the front of our minds. And that to me is what Psalm 1 is. I was reading some scriptures, and I may pull those out later this week, that every one I read, it was like, keep it in front of your face, keep it in front of your face, keep it in front of your face. And that really is what we have to do in the time and season that we are living in right now. The word has to be more real. It has to be more present than anything else. Yes, I understand what's going on politically. I understand, or maybe I don't understand, but I see what's going on. That may be a better way to put it. Yes, I see how much my groceries cost, y'all. Same, everybody across the board. I see all of these things. I feel the pressure and people that I love dearly, friends I see that are just hurting so badly. But that does not change his word. And truly, if we are going to be the city on the hill, and if we are going to be the salt of the earth and the light of the world, then we're going to have to be able to share some of this good news. And it's going to have to be evident in our lives that we trust this so much that in the face of all that we see, I can still say, God is good, and God is faithful, and He's going to see us through. And so, staying focused, eyes focused on the Word. Let's go to Psalm 1. Let's just go there. And if you've ever read Psalm 1 with me before, I read it almost in light of, because when you read it, I read it as two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the road less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. And truly, Psalm 1 is 6 scriptures, and it shows very clearly the difference between those who love God and those who are without God. And that's the road of choice. Two roads diverged, and I took the road less traveled by, and it's made all the difference. When we take the road of loving God, of being His, we have hope. He is our source. He is our hope. There is one that is bigger than us, that is in all of this with us. He has promised never to leave us and never to forsake us. And so I am going to use a little bit out of my Psalm 1 book, just because, that's just my place. And the word in Psalm 1 gives us a very clear distinction in that the ungodly and the godly, so those who love God, those who have submitted their lives to Him, and those who are without God, who have chosen to take Him completely out of their lives, are two different groups of people. They are not the same. And so we can also put that into what we've been talking about with hope, in that We either have hope in God and we trust His word, or we don't. As a teenager and even as an adult now, I've always been a black and white. It's either yes or no, black or white. I don't know that I see any gray, to be quite honest. And we can't almost trust God. Almost trusting Him is the same thing as not trusting Him at all. And we'll pick up here tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.